Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So I just want to pop across to the weekly, have a look at that. 3 weekly range bars in a row, and basically closing and opening on the same level at the same area for 3 weeks now. If you look to the left, lots of support or resistance there, depending how you look at it. But for us at the moment, we need to get above this 34,200 area for this to validate. So strong move up going into a flag. So pretty much the whole of this year has been sideways. No real traction in any direction at the moment. And I suspect that is still continuing. So you can see the buyers came in at the close. My opinion there is it's just at the bottom of the triangle, people not really willing to leave it over the weekend. Bouncing off the 155 EMA and oscillators group to the downside. So the interesting area to be paying attention to is right where we are now. If you look at the 3 hour, you'll see exactly why. So that is the pivot point that we've had, and not the trading pivot points. You can just see price has been pivoting above and below it. So area of interest, should we rather say. I get too confused. I'm not talking about trading pivots here. So we're below the moving averages, and we're coming up to bump our head at a level below the moving averages. So logic would say this is the area to pay attention to for potential shorts. That's 33,840. However, we drop down to the hour, and you'll see we in amongst the moving averages here. You can see there's quite a bit of structure here. There are gaps to the downside, so it does sort of give you the same impression or the same feeling that that is going to happen. And from the 15-minute perspective, it's a complete different story. That's a break above the moving averages, and we're now bumping our head here for a potential triangle for a breakup and a retest. So flip a coin, whichever way you want to look at it. There's lots of gaps here on this move up from Friday. We are oversold at the moment. Sorry, overbought. But I'm very, very skeptical here. So it could break this, find support, move back to the top of the range, or it could reject here for a move to the downside. So if you look at the hour, looking for rejection, look at the 15-minute, you're looking for, from an oscillator perspective, possibly rejection, but from a moving average perspective and structure perspective, it's looking like a break to the upside and possibly a pullback to move up. So, and then when you drill down to the 3 hour, you have a bearish outlook, but then you look at the 8 hour, you've got a bullish bounce here off the bottom of the triangle and the 155. So multiple time frames, multiple options. So that to me just means stay away. And if you look at this on the daily, look at that. Just zoom out. There's no reason to be looking for opportunities inside here because there aren't any. The only thing that is true is that we are in an upward trend. And the longer we go sideways like this, I mean, that's the beginning of the triangle to there. That is now 54 days that we have gone sideways. So you might as well flip a coin, either up or down. Heads up, tails down. That's kind of the only setup you've got. So I'm still sit on hands here. I think we'll stay out of this until we either get above 34,250 and decently above it. I want a decent break above it and a pullback onto it, or we start dropping below 32,720 for the next step. And then the other way to look at this is there's a potential flat top triangle in amongst all of this, because this trend line has been adhered to, but this area has been sold off. So that could be the breaking point there at 34,200 area. Anyway, until something happens, I am on the sides with this one. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.